Hi, this is Reena here and welcome back. So today we are going to play The Computer Room by PaperEscapeCo. So a year back when I started the channel, I played another game that was Mysterious Hotel. The link is in the description of this video and it was very well received. So if you want to check that out, feel free to do that. Also, this is one of the very few shops on Etsy which is also my favorites because it's got unique puzzles, unique themes. You can check out the link of the website as well, again from the description of the video. So let's start playing this game and let's see how it goes. Well then, let's start. So for the setup, it's very simple. Print out the PDF that we receive and cut out the clues. So I had already cut it out a night before so that we can quickly jump into the gameplay. But let me tell you quickly what I did. So there are three sets. So if you look at this is a green color clue because it's got a green star border. So this is one of the sets. Then we have a blue color clue, which is basically a blue bordered star. And then we have a purple star border. So these are not clues, but these are story cards and you can only reveal them as you progress throughout the game. So that's it. I mean, it's very simple, right? But there are also some instructions given. So this is the setup guide, and if you look at this, it says a quick breakdown of the gameplay. So first we separate the different colors, which we have already done. We start with purple story card 1, which is this one. And then we solve all the blue clues. So we do not have to touch this set to start with. Solve, then you read the purple story card 2, then you solve the green clues, and then you read the purple story card 3. So I think it's very straightforward and very simple. Also, since I have played multiple games from PaperEscapeCo before, I know the starting tips. So I'm not going to read this out, but if you feel that you want to pause the video and have a look at them, feel free to do that. So let's start, and I think I forgot to mention about the hints and the solutions. So we do have these prints which I've taken, but I'm not going to open them right now because I hope I don't need to refer to the hints. But yeah, answers we will definitely have to refer to. At the same time, we can also check the solutions on the app. So this is basically something that PaperEscapeCo has designed, and if I look into this theme that we are playing today, that's Computer Escape, it asks for a verification code. So while I was searching for this code, I realized that it's in the answer sheet. So basically it's in one of this document, and if I open this, I will be able to see all the answers. So I asked one of my family members to provide me the code from there, and let me just enter this offline. Alright, so once I enter, this is what I see in the interfaces. So if I scroll down, I can check the answers for around 25 blue clues, and there's one green clue. So I know there are more than one, I would say, elements to solve this, but maybe they just need to be combined for one solution for the green clue. So that's how it works. And like I said, I've played these games before, not this specific one, that's Computer Escape, but I know that there are not 25 puzzles if you're asking me, because there is a possibility, let's say clue number 25 and 24 go together to solve the puzzle. So the same answer will also apply for 24 and also for 25. So there are 13 unique puzzles that we'll be solving. So let's get into this and let's start playing this game. Alright. So let's see what it says. So it says, dear trapped group. So I'm going to just read this very quickly, but if you want to pause and have a look at it, please do that. Alright, so I gave it a very quick read, and what we understand is basically there is probably some kind of an attack or some kind of a mystery where we have to solve the puzzles, unlock the codes and so on, otherwise we'll stay trapped in a computer room. So I really like this theme, and that's the reason I picked up, because most of us have always been associated with technology, IT, computers and so on. So I'm sure this is going to lead to us in a very interesting theme of puzzles. So it ends with saying, gather all the blue clues that you left behind and start solving. So like we read in the instructions, we have to start sorting this out. And let me keep the story card aside for a bit. And when we look at this, there are 13 puzzles that we have to solve across this. So the first step is basically going to, actually group them together, like which of these clues go together. So while we do that, and I know I said earlier that I know these tips and I may not be reading it out, but just a very quick recap. We have to see how we can sort them together, maybe colors matching up the different clues, or quantities or letters or numbers that stand out, any abbreviations. And then okay, try to start with one clue and see if it can be possibly matched with any other clues. All right, I think these first 3 or 4 pointers are really very important. So let's use this logic and let's start sorting this out. So we have these numbers and there are 25 clues. So I'm just going to keep this all aside, so that I get the maximum space possible. I'll keep the story card aside as well. All right. So we have these clues. I'm going to just put them across because I need to know which go together. Alright, so I have now listed all the 25 clues, and the only thing that I could connect was these two basically. I'm not sure. I mean, there are 13 puzzles, and if you look at the answers in the app, it showed that all the green clues go together. So I think that could be the last puzzle, which is a 13. So maybe we have 12 puzzles over here that we have to try and sort it out or group it together. So this is definitely one. Let me place it here. The second one, can we link some colors or wait, the set colors matching up quantities of object. Okay, yeah, I mean it could be like 5 rows here and something which is 5, like these are 5. I don't know, I mean I'm not sure. No, hold on one second, look at this. It says incorrect admin login attempts. So we are logging into something. Could this be this one? Because I think you're logging in something, right? So see, we do not know at this moment, right? But we can try to keep them together. Oh, this is also 5 by 4, right? So is it some, oh, look at this. Wow, we are 5 by 4. I'm sure these are going together. So I'm not sure about this, but I am pretty sure about this. Okay, let me look at something which is pretty straightforward. Like, look at this. It's got this green, black and purple, and we have these 3 colors, right? So I am sure this is going together. This as well. Does this go together? Okay, I'm focusing on the colors to start with. So yeah, we have yellow, green, red, blue. So I believe, and this top and bottom. Okay, let's keep this together as well. Where are we on this index? Okay, now this is 8. Okay, why do I think I saw something which was 8, or was it the same one? No, even this one was 8. Right, so, and it also says index and position. No, but I don't think this will go together, because why would they give us 25, right, if there are 8? Also, this one has a 9. And 9 is not here, so this is definitely not linked with this. Oh, look at this. This is something I think I know, because these symbols are also over here, these characters rather. So I think these two will probably go together. So let's keep this as the 5th group. We're doing pretty well so far, hopefully. And then let's see this one. Alright, then let's look at the other ones. So now I'm trying to link these numbers together. So we have 8 over here and we have 8 over here. So does it have anything, like if I have 1 and 11, is it something like I have to take this number? But it's just going to be zeros and ones, right? So I'm not sure how is it going to link together. But the only reason I'm connecting is because it's got 8 counts on both. So let's keep this on hold because I'm not too confident. But even this is 8, right? like 8 arrows basically, I mean 8 directions, but I'm not sure. Let's just keep this out here. Alright, so we have this, and oh wait, 1 second, I think I know. I think this goes together, because maybe this arrow is on the top, right? So for 1 we take E and C is bottom, so for C we take N. So I think these two probably go together. Alright, so what I think is, now that we try to analyze a lot, and I want to actually start solving the puzzles, I'm planning to look at the hints to see whether we are accurate in grouping these clues together, and where do these clues go which we have not been able to link to. So I'm going to open the document on the site, and I'm also going to refer to that. Alright, so the first one says the clue matching is 1 and 4. So do we have 1 and 4? We have 3 here. Which are these? These are 10. Yeah, 1 and 4. Okay, so we were right over here. So these are definitely going together. I'm just going to keep this on the side at the moment. Then the next is 3 and 14. Do we have 3? Oh yeah, we have something here, which is 3 and 14. Perfect. So we have this one as right as well. I'm just going to place it somewhere else. Alright, then we have 2 and 15. Do we have 2 and 15 anywhere? Yes, over here. Perfect. So I have been improving in sorting this over time. When I first played, a game from PaperEscapeCo, which was long back, I had really messed it up. And as I started playing more and more games, I started connecting these clues together pretty well. But anyways, there's always a scope for improvement. The next one is 5, 11 and 12. Oh, we have it right here. So 5, 11 and 12. So we were right over here as well. I'm going to place this on the side as well. Now we are left with 6 and 7. Where's that? Oh, here. So this is also right. We are on 6 and 7. Then we have 8, 17 and 24. Okay, we have 17 here, which we have not used, and we have 8 here. Okay, so these go together, but we do not have 23. So this connection was incorrect. So we have 8, 17, and where is 24? I think we combined it with something incorrect. This is 19. Where is 24? Alright, I am back, and it took me some time to search for the clue. Either I have misplaced it, or I did not cut it off in the first place from the pages. So anyways, this is what it is. I've just taken this from the PDF. So this is number 24 that we have. And this goes with 8 and 17. So these three basically go together, the one which is on the screen and this one. So when we solve this, we'll definitely consider these three together. Then we have 10 and 20. Yeah, so this set. So we were right in this case as well. Let's keep this on the side. Then we have 9 and 18. Where do we have 9? We have 18 here. Where is 9? Oh, yeah. So this was right. So we had assumed it correctly. And then we have 13 and 19. 13 and 19. Yeah, this one. Oh no, this is 22. Oh. So this is not going with the set. We were incorrect there. So we have 13 and 19 over here. And then we have 16 and 25. Okay, so these two are going together. So anyways, these were of the lot that we were not able to group anywhere, but we don't know how they go together. We just keep this on the side for now. Then we have 21 and 24. Okay, so I realized 24 is again the same image. which is this one. So we have to use this also along with 24. So I'm a little surprised because generally 224s, I mean, reusing is something I did not come across earlier, or I may have not remembered that, but anyways, we just have to keep that in mind as well. So let's keep this on side, and we have number 23, which is left. Okay, so I did some analysis and I think I was incorrect in one of the clues. So 24 basically goes with this one, that is number 21, whereas we had these two, right? So these two and this one go together. So basically we were correct in tagging these two together, that's 8 and 23. However, we did not tag number 17 along with this. So I guess we are sorted for now. We have everything in place. So let's start solving the puzzles one by one. Alright, so let's start with one puzzle I just randomly picked up because this looks like a maze and I found it a little interesting. So we have these two to start with. So let's just start tracing. So I'm just going to place this here and I'm going to make a note of these numbers. And at the same time we also have this. So when I looked at 172, I knew it was like an IP address. So let's look at this. Let's try to search for 172. I don't know if this is visible, but okay. So we have 172.24. Here is this one. So we have 172, 24, 219, 189. So the answer is 9291. So I am pretty confident about this one. Great. So let's check the answer in some time. Let's try to solve a couple of puzzles and then let's move on to the answer interface. Let's go to the next puzzle. Well, let's take this up. So this also looked pretty straightforward to me. So we have C, which is the bottom one, which is N basically. Then we have 1, which is this top one, which is E. Then we have 2, which is the bottom one, which is T. Then 9 bottom, that's W. It looks like network to me, but I don't know. 7th is O, D should be R, and A on top is K. Okay, so I was right. So this is basically network and that should be the answer. So I'm just going to write in this. I also added the clue for the last puzzle. So this is now 9 and 18. So the answer is network. Alright, let's go to the next puzzle. Well then, let's start with the next puzzle. So I have not placed this under the transparency yet because I just want to first try to see what we are supposed to solve. So I knew that these two would go together because of these characters and the password credentials, but I am not sure how are we going to link this one to this. So obviously these two are not going together because there's no linkage of numbers or arrows. So this has to go with this one. Yeah, I mean, apart from the color combination, I can't see any similarity. So we have 4 directions. Okay, look at this. So if this goes up, I think this is what applies. And if it's here, it's this one. 7 would be here. So how do we link this together? And these are going with this. So if I take the first one, or do I have to like take the 8th character from here? So it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is, I guess, a colon. And if I look at a colon over here, it says S. So we start with this. Okay, I think this could be the way to solve it, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to just start solving this for now. So I don't think I need the transparency, but I will definitely need to write it down somewhere. So I'm just going to start writing here for now. So the first one is 8 on top, which is this. So we have a colon, which we saw was S. So we have an S here. Then the next one is 1, that is this one. Greater than, that's an O. So we have an O here. Then we have that's the E here. So yes, this answer is this. That's, we have 23, we have 17, we have 8, and the answer is software. And we don't need this now. Alright, let's go to the next puzzle. Alright, so this is the next one that I thought we should start with. And if you look at this, we have 4 colors, let's say red, green, white and blue, and we have a yellow line on the first slot out of these 5 slots. So I think it's very straightforward. So we have to find red, green, white, blue, which is, red section is here, so red, green, white, blue, which is this one. And since the yellow line is on the first slot, we take number 85. If it would have been on the second slot, we would have taken number 35. So let's try to map this out. Alright, so I have tried to zoom in for better visibility, and let's look at the first one. So we knew this was red, green, white, blue, so it's going to be 85. The second one is blue, red, white, green. So we have blue, red, white, green. So it's this one, and the number is the third one. So we have 1, 2, 3. I guess this is going to be 72. So I'm just going to write here, okay? So 1, 2. Then the third one is green, red, blue, white. So green, red, blue, white. This is very straightforward. And this was the last one. This is going to be 22, which is the third one. Then white, green, where's white? White, green, blue, red. We are on the right one. And this is the second one. So this is going to be 44, which is fourth. And the final one is white, blue, green, red. Oh, we're on white only, right? So white, blue, green, red. That's this one. And this is number 2. So we have 45. Okay, so I guess, let me make a note of this answer. This is gonna be 85. Where is this? One sec. I think I just overwrote on the 72, 22, 44, and 45. And this is going to be clue number 19 and 13. Okay, so this is what it's going to be. Okay, great. So let's move on to the next puzzle. So it says incorrect admin attempts, right? And it's also given us 1 green. So I believe one of this is going to be correct. And I think we have to probably find the right password. But I don't know how the password links to this one. So I'm not sure what I'm doing exactly, but let's just try to analyze it in some way. So if the second letter is an O, then it won't be W, L or J, I guess. I mean, unless it's too straightforward that it has to be 12, but I don't think that's what it is. It should be probably 4-letter, maybe, the password. Or it's just admin, because it can't be so straightforward that this is O, so this is 12. I don't think that's going to be the answer. So I'm just trying to eliminate and try to find what could be the answer, but then I don't know how to link it with this one. But let's give this a try. So if this is the one, then these are definitely incorrect. Now this is incorrect, this is incorrect, so it could be an A, it could be a Z, so not sure. Okay, so I have tried to solve this, but I am not being successful because it could be multiple ways, right? I mean, even Q, O, A and Z could be right, or maybe H, O, A and, sorry, not H, but B, O, A and K could be correct. So I am going to look at the hint in this case because I am not very sure if we are on the right track. So let's have a look at it. Alright, so I have folded it in a way that the other hints are not visible to us, but it says you need to first determine what the actual password was. Yeah, I mean, we tried doing that, but we were unsuccessful, unfortunately. The colored letters are the correct ones. You need to unscramble them. Okay. So let me just take this off. So are we saying, oh, so this is CODE. It's unscrambled, right? So, I mean, sorry, it is scrambled. So we need to unscramble. Okay, we know we got the word code. So the position of the letters is important. Starting with blue clue 14. That's this one. Okay. You need to unscramble the letters. Okay, we did that. The password is code. We found that out as well. Then starting with the first letter of the password, note the row and the position of the letter. So the row is basically 3 and the column is the third one, right? So I'm just going to put this here, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so we have 3 and 3, and then it says, then go to blue glow 3 and find that, note the numbers and repeat for the rest. Okay, so it's basically guided us to the solution itself. So I think this is not what it is. So we have C, then O is 2 and 4. Sorry, we go with the row first. So 4 comma 2. Then we have D, which is 1 comma 4, and then we have the last one, that's 2 comma 1. So this is like rows and columns, right? So now in the same way, we have 3 and 3, that's 83. We have 4 and 2, that's 12. We have 1 and 4, that's 73. And the last one is 2 and 1, that's 92. So I guess, and I'm just going to write the answer in the book, which is going to be 83, 12, 73 and 92. So let's make a note of that. Okay, this is what it is. Alright, let's move on to the next puzzle. Alright, so we are on the next puzzle over here, and let's start with this. So I'm just observing for now. We have 5 colored cables, we have the stable, and it's I think something that I know. So if we look at this red color cable, in the left panel it's on the first slot, whereas in the right panel it's on the second slot, right? So if I go to left, it's on the first one, and second it's on the second. So 1 and 2 gives me an AU. When I look at the green, it's second and fourth. So second and fourth gives me TO. Third and third. Okay, I think I know what this is. This is automatic. But let's still solve it. So blue is second last, which is fourth. And I forgot this. So it's 4 1. That's this one. And orange is the fifth one, but it ends in 5. Oh, it's automation. Sorry, not automatic. See, so we should not be jumping into conclusions, and I'm pretty confident about this one. So let's write this down. So the clues are 15 and 2. And 2, and we have automation, right? It's TION. Correct, absolutely. All right, great. Let's move to the next game. Okay, so we have a USB, and if you look at this, I had also pointed this out earlier, that we have this underline on the top. And I noticed one thing. This USB icon is basically shifting, right? So it's first, second, fourth, third. It's the fifth digit, I guess, third and the third digit. So I don't know whether this falls in the space or the size, but maybe that is also important for us. And then we have a 5 by 5 matrix. So I'm just thinking, there are different ways, right, to look into this. If I see this moving pointer, so I am going to look at the hint here, because this is all I can think of, honestly. So let's look at the hint. Okay, we were earlier on this one, which is 3 and 14. So these are numbers 1 and 4. Okay, so let's check this. Okay, it's right here. All right. So I'm going to just fold this here to see what it says. Okay, so you will want to start with the leftmost USB drive. What do you mean by leftmost? Okay, hold on. I think we read this a little incorrectly. We should have kept this way. Because the number 1, right, that shows you the orientation. So I'm just going to remove these things. I'm going to have to do this again, probably. All right. Then it says, notice that there is a kind of an arrow on the USB drive. Yes, we did notice that. We were, and let me just do that again. So we had this, we have one. One sec, I don't think this was entirely, oh, this was, yeah. Then we have 1, and this is just covering 6, 3 and 8. I don't know why. We are 0, 2, 4. We have 1, 2, G. I don't know what is the logic, but maybe this will help us no matter. The space on, okay, sorry, I missed this. The size on blue clue 4, which is this, the size is referring to the length of the USB size. Okay, I think I may need to look at the solution, or let's try this answer first. So if I go with this one, it says 2 and 1, so it'll give me, I mean, I'm just looking at the arrow on top, how many letters is it covering? So it is like covering 2 of them. So we have 2 and 1, so it's going to give me this maybe first. Then we have 3 and 2, so this could be second. We have 3 and 5. This is the third digit. 3 and 3. I'm not so confident about this at all. And again 3 and 3. So really? Okay. Anyways, I think this could be what it is. Wait, it says note the okay, yeah, this is the intersecting number. So size row that matches the length of the USB size and also the column of the position. I guess it could be this. But again, let's make a note of this. But if it's wrong, it's wrong. Let's check this out. So we have clue that is 4 and 1. So 1 and 4 is the clue, and the number is 1, 2, 9, 9. Okay, let's see how this goes. Let's go to the next puzzle. Alright, let's start with the next puzzle. So I just picked this up randomly. Where we have index and position, and we have a string of binary characters, that's 1s and 0s. So I was just looking at this, and I don't know why, but is it like really straightforward, where we have index is 1, which is this, and position 11. So if I just keep it this way, I need to go to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which is a 0, maybe. I mean, I don't know if it's that straightforward. Second is 5th, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have a 1 here. Then third is 22. Alright, I guess this should be the solution. We'll make a note of this, and then we will check it when we check all the answers. So we have code 6 and 7. Alright, let's move on to the next puzzle. Alright, let's start with this one. So I found this pretty interesting to look at because it's got a network diagram and I can really relate to that. And we have to compare something here. So we have green, black and purple matching to this. So this server is USC3 and this starts with serial number C3. This is A9. Okay, we don't have anything like this, so maybe I'm just assuming something. But we have B5 and we have a B here, but we don't have an A over here. So I'm not sure how that links. Does the switches and all have some kind of relevance, like, you know, switching some letters or numbers in this, or picking up specifically some positional character? But then the arrows are going towards the servers, right? Not the other way around. So this is incoming traffic. Okay, I am a little lost right now. I think I should be looking at the hint. So let's check that out. Okay, so I have tried to fold this so that we have only numbers 10 and 20 visible. So it says the servers are showing you the correct order, but how? Okay, so this is showing us green, black and purple. That's A, B, C. Okay, alright, sorry. So this is A, this is B, this is C. So basically it's black, purple and green. So it goes in this direction. Then it says you only care about the servers on blue glue 20. Okay, yeah, that's what we understand. The numbers after A, B, C are telling you the position you need to look at. Okay, so we did think about this, right? So A is 9, B is 5 and C is 3. We just did not correlate that this is like sequential, right? A, B, C, we were trying to search for that. So let me just bring this closer to the camera. So when we say A9, if I look at this one, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the number should be 8. Then we have B, which is purple, and that's 5. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6. And green is C3. So 1, 2, 3, that's 1. So it should be 8, 6, 1 in my opinion, but I'm not sure if we have to start from the letter C or we have to start from the number. So let's just go with this logic. If not, then we'll have to just redo this once more. I'm just going to write down the answer here. Okay, let's move on. Alright, so let's now move on to this puzzle where we have 3 clues and I'm just going to put them together. Okay, so one thing is clear. It's a 4-digit code that goes in the sequence, yellow, green, red, blue. We just have to find out which 2 letters per color we need to pick up and then form an 8-letter word. That's going to be the solution. But how are we going to select 1 to 6? So let's look at this map. I'm just going to place this on top. Okay, I can see that these are not forming any number. Like if I look at red, I don't see a number out of this unless I turn this around and it makes a 3. But then of course this green is all messed up. There are a lot of green lines. Maybe we have to count the destinations. Like here we have 1, 2 and 3. So red could be 3 if I am going with that logic. Let me just make a note of that. So red could be 3. Green is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And then we have blue, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then finally we have yellow, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now that we know these numbers, we can start with yellow, which is the 4th one, that's CO. Then we have green, which is 6th. Is it going to be computer maybe? Red would be 3. 1, 2, 3. No. Sorry. My bad. UT. And blue would be 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's ER. Okay, so we were right. So this answer is computer and I'm pretty confident about it. Let's just make a note of this. So it says computer. And we have 12, 5 and 11. Sorry, 12, 5 and 11 here. Perfect. Let's move to the next puzzle. Alright, so we are left with 2 puzzles and this is the second last one. So, and this is just a standalone clue. So I don't think we need anything to write on, I believe. And let's have a look at it in detail. So we can look here. There are numbers out here. So what I think is, and there's a sequence also like 0, 3, 2, 1. So my assumption is it's going to be a 4-digit, actually 8-digit, but in groups of 2, the solution. So it may be 0, 1, 2, 3. So we have to pick up, some 2-digit numbers in sequence here. But the question is, what exactly are we supposed to do get these numbers? So we have red, blue, somewhere green. I don't know what these slots are for. Okay, now I don't know if this is noticeable, but I just saw this. Each of these CPUs, right, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots, out of which there is a green line. I'm not sure that's visible clearly, at a different position. So if I look at CPU 0, the green line is at second position. So does that mean that the answer is number 12? Probably. Let's start making a note of this, because that's the only way I can think of solving this puzzle. So I'm just going to start with this. All right. So like we said, it's CP0, which is the second line on the top. So we go with 1 and 2, that's 12. Oh yeah, look at this. There are 6 two-digit numbers and there are 6 slots. So I think we are perfectly right here. So the second one would be 12. So let's just make a note of 12 here. Then we have CPU1, which is the last one. That should match to this one. So it's 56. Then we have CPU3, which is the second last one. That's number 21. And the last one, that's CPU4. Sorry. Okay, one second. I think I messed up. Did I pick this up as second last one? Okay, I think I need to just erase this and start again. So we have CPU0, which is the second one, which is 12, where we were right. Then we have CPU1, which is the last one, which is 56. We were right till here. Then we have CPU2. I think this is where I messed up. So this number should be 83 because it's the first one. And then we have CPU3, second last one, which is 21. Okay, so I guess this should be the solution to this, and this is clue number 22. And now we are left with the final puzzle. Of course, I won't call it the final one because the final one will involve the green ones. But we have another one left, which is basically this one. And if you remember, I had forgotten to cut off our misplaced number 24. So we're going to have a look at it on the screen and solve it together. Alright, so we have this clue which I have cut out, but I forgot to, or I misplaced the other one. So I've just placed it on the screen there. And if you look at the numbers, it shows 1 to 25. And somewhere we have to map this code. But the question is, what are those numbers? Because when I look into this code, basically, there are too many numbers over here. There's processor, memory, storage, networking. There's a lot of it. So I'm just trying to figure out, maybe I can just zoom this. All right. So now that I've zoomed this, I can see that there are certain numbers which are in bold. So if I start with the first one, that's 24. And if I look at this, 24 maps to 1. So maybe I think what is bold is probably important. Again, I'm just making this as a guess. I'm not too confident. But again, there are so many numbers. There has to be somewhere, right? So let's place this on this side. I'm just going to place it here. So we have number 24, which is maybe number 1 to start with. Then we have 6. So 6 is, okay, first I'm going to just make a note of the bold number. So we have 24, we have 6. What else do we have? Okay, I can see an 8. I can see a 13. Oh, so it's a 4-digit number, I guess. Alright, so let's go with these 4 numbers. So let me just place this on the side. Okay, so we have 24, then we have 6, which is 3, 8, which is 1, and we have 13, which is 0. So that's going to be clue number 21 and 24. Perfect. I think we have solved all the blue clues, so let's go and check the solutions. Alright, so what I thought was, rather than checking the answers in the app, let's go through this physical copy that I have printed. Also, I have purposely masked the green color clue because we have not solved that yet, as well as the code that I received for my app when I installed. So let's start, and let's go in, I don't know, let's go in the sequence. Have we solved it? Maybe. So the first one was 16 and 25. That's this one. So the answer is, okay, now this is actually a mirror image, but I think we should be able to guess that. So it's 9291. So this is correct. Then we have, okay, 9 and 18, I believe. So that's this is network. This is right. Then this also I'm pretty confident. This is 27. Do we have 27? Okay, why can't I find 27? Okay, sorry, it was 23, my bad. So 23, 17 and 8. Yeah, this one it is, software. So this is correct. Then we have 13 and 19. Where is that? Here. So, okay, we'll have to just check. So we have 85, 72, 22, 44 and 45. Cool. Then 3 and 14 takes you here. That's 83, 12, okay, I don't think you can see it in the camera. It's 83, 12, 73, 83, 12, 73, and this is 92. So this is correct as well. Alright, then we have 15 and 2, which is automation. And we have 15 and 2, which is automation. So this is also right. 1 and 4 is 12099, which is incorrect. This answer is something else. So I think we're going to re-look into this in some time. 67 is, where is 67? This one. So yeah, 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 and then 100. This is correct. Then we have 10 and 20. That's here. That's 868, I guess. Oh, why do we have a 1 here? This is partially right. So 86. Okay, we have to re-look into this. Then we have computer, which I'm pretty confident about. 1251, which is here. 1211 computer. 22nd is 1256. Oh no, this is incorrect. I think we did this in haste. So 12 is right. 56 should be 51 or something. 83 is right. And this is incorrect. So we were coming at the end of it, so we just went too quickly. And the last one is 2124, which is 1310. So this is correct. All right, let's revisit these three puzzles once more quickly. Alright, so I'm back here, and I just quickly had a look at this. So the reason that we got these two incorrect, this is number 22, is because we had to go in the same sequence. We went like 0 1 2 3. Actually it should have been 0 3 2 1. So if we go in that sequence, then it would be 12 21. Then the second one was basically 83, which was right, and this would have been 56. So yeah, this would have ideally been the answer. But anyways, we did not know that, and we just thought too much. And let's look at the next puzzle where we went wrong. Alright, so this was the other one where we got an answer of 8, 6 and 1, whereas the actual answer was supposed to be 8, 6, 8. So if we quickly look at this, I remember we had to go sequential. So we have the third digit incorrect, which is the green server, right? Because this is C3 and it says 3. So if I start, it's 1, 2, 3. Ideally, it should be 8 and not number 1, because if we are starting after the first letter, that's from 3, then this would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would have been B. It wouldn't have been 6. And this would have been 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This would have been 8 then. Alright, so this was 1 and 4, and I very well remember we were not at all confident about this. So the answer, let me just check the answer. So answer says 5, 6, 5, 2, I guess 9, I believe. I mean, I'll have to check the mirror image for 6 and 9, but I think that is what it is. Now, how did we get that? That's going to be a good question. So we have a position like we earlier said, 1, 2, which it should have been, then we have this position, this and this. Okay, I am going to do some reverse engineering and I'll be back in a couple of seconds. Alright, so I am back and I tried to solve this. So we made a very big mistake. So what I was assuming is, let me just remove this. We were right on the positions over here, but I was assuming that this line, right, which is basically underlined on top, that is of significance, but actually I should have concentrated on the size, right? So which is 2 GB, 64 GB. It actually struck to me, but I thought it was too straightforward. So for some reason I focused more on this as well as this line, because somewhere that's what the hints also told us to do, right? So I just thought this is only for visual appearance over here. But anyway, so this is 2 GB, so this is size 1. Then we have 64 as 2, we have 5 and 2 as 3, we have this is 4 and this is 5. So this is how it is, and this is the answer that was given to us, which we did not reach. So when I see and this stays the same thing, the positions that we thought about, 5 3 3. So 1 and 1 gives me a 5, then 2 and 2 gives me a 6, then a 5 and 5 will give me a 5. So I have got 5 6 5 so far. Then a 4 and 3, so 4 1 2 3. Actually surprisingly this gives me a 0, but I need to look into this why I didn't get a 2 here. And the last one is 3 and 3, which gives me a 9. So somewhere except this, where I may have made some silly mistake probably, I guess this is what the solution is. So let's move on to the final puzzle, which is with the green clues. Alright, so before we move to the green clues, if you remember, we have to read purple story card 2. So it says your group has done amazing work and we have solved all puzzles except one. The final puzzle needs solving. Will tell you who did this to you all. Oh yes, we are in the computer room locked, right? I actually forgot about that. I mean, in the flow of solving the puzzles. And for this final clue, you'll be looking for a first and the last name. Once you solve, you can read story 3 to figure out the last puzzle. You will need to use all of the green clues. Okay, so these are the green clues. So let's start working on them. Alright, so we have 2 of these and we have a keyboard out here. It says there are some directional arrows. Okay, we have to find a first name and a last name, right? So we have numbers like 2 4 3 2. I think it's like how many directions, but we have 3 directions to the left here, but 1 direction down. Oh, or is it like the first name and the second name, maybe something like that? So I don't know. I mean, how have we split it into 2? Need to just think about this first. Okay, so I am thinking like these are definitely directions. So if let's say if we are on P and this gives me 3 directions to the left, I think it's going to be O I U. So U is going to be the letter. I mean that's my assumption. So I'm sorted about this. I'm just confused about this one for now. Also, what I noticed is, look at this. If there's a circle on the right, there's a circle on the left. There's a square here. There's again a circle on the left. So is it different? I mean, I realized there's this yellow square. I saw these 2 places, right? But this is on the right hand side. This is on the left hand side. So does this mean this is on the right hand side? So I have to go with G. And if 4 times it's on the left, so it'll be 1 2 3 4, that's A. So I think so I am kind of sorted with the triangles and squares and circles. Let's try to solve this together. So if I have this triangle on the right, I can see it's over here. So I have a letter C. I'm just going to write that right now. Then I have a circle on the left, which is F. So F is here. Then I have a square on the right, which is yellow, which is G. A red circle on the left. Oh, I think I did not remove this earlier. So I have red on the left, which is U. Then I have 2 on the right. I don't know what that is, but I have circle again on the right, which is J, I guess. And then I have a square on the right, which is T. Never seen this kind of a puzzle before. So I mean, a combination of this, of course I've seen this. So C 3 times on the right will give me N. F once on the right. Where's F here? So G. Then you have G 4 times on the left, so 1 2 3 4, that's an A. U 3 times on the left, R. Then J is blue, which is your, and that's 1 and 2, that's L. And I had a T here, which is now R. Okay, so this is going to be the answer, but I still don't know what is 2 4 3 and all that is. So the only thing that's left are these ones, right? I don't know what this is. Is it like the number of lines? So this has got like 1 2 3 lines, but there will be a lot of them, right? This is 2 lines, this is also 2. And it's not like a shape, right? Like it's on the left or right, like the way the triangle was. So what do you mean by 2 down? Okay, so I am planning to look at the hints. So let me just get the page for hints and let's see if we were going in the right way or we needed some changes. Okay, so now I think since we solved all the puzzles, we can definitely open this sheet. So we are on the screen. It says you will need to use all the green clues. Okay, the only keys you care about on the green clue are the letter keys. Okay, so basically it says we need these letters. Agreed, it's the first and the last name, right? Then note that the shapes are either on the left or right. Yeah, I think we did that right. We got that idea and we were able to solve that. Where are we then? Okay, the left column on green is telling you which key to find. Yeah, we realized that. And then it says the left column has a number and an arrow is telling you to pick the key that has that number of red lines going in the direction indicated. Okay, but then we did think like that, but it says 2 lines going down. Okay, so are we saying these are 2 lines going up and these are 2 lines going down? That's where we got confused. Okay, let's go with that assumption. So in that case, let's say this would be an F. We have 4 lines going towards the right. So 1 2 3 4, this is an L. 3 lines going up. Where do we have that? Oh, here. 3 lines going up. So we have an A here. 2 lines going on the right. Where is that? So at least, I mean, I like from the hints, at least we are confident we were on the right track. Okay, I think it looks like these 2 lines going on the right maybe. So we have a Y here. Then 4 lines on the right. Oh, it's the same one like this. So this was an L. So this would also be an L. And 4 lines going up. I see this is 3 lines. Oh, this is 4 lines. So this is R. Alright. Let's try to solve this now. So we have F and 1 2 3. So this is A. L and left 4 times. So 1 2 3 4 we have. Really? I don't know why I'm not too confident. 1 2 3 4 anyways. Okay, A we have here. And oh my god, how many are these? Are there 3 4 5 6 7 8? 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 L. Then Y is 2 times right, that's an I. Then L is 1 2 3 4. Why do I think we are not on the right track? Actually, I'm sure this answer is incorrect. And then we have R, which is 1 times on the left, that's E. Here it is. So I'm just going to peep into this. Okay, so it says, okay, let me just write down the answer according to them. It's A-N-G, there's a E here, L-A-R-I-G-L-E-R. Okay, so we have got it right. The only thing we got incorrect is, I guess, this one. Okay, so we had to move from F towards the right hand side. Yeah, and we did that, right? So we went from F to G, and that's where we got this. But anyways, that's probably, I don't know what kind of miss it is. Is it reading the solution of this? Because I think this is the first and the second name, right, that we wanted. So Angel is probably the first name and this is the second name. But again, I'm a little lost here. Let's just go back. So we had left hand side green, right? So yeah, so it had to be F, and then it had to go one step here, which is G. Anyways, I don't know, maybe I don't know how we came to E as an answer. So if it was E, ideally this should have been an R then. Sorry, it should have been a W. So okay, so hold on, why are there two green circles? Oh my god, was that a situation multiple times? Because this is the only one case which was to complicate or make us confused. Maybe that was the reason. So it was never W-E. I mean, sorry, it was W-E. We assumed it's F and G. Okay, maybe it was just a complexity. We should have seen this better if there were multiple ones. But yeah, I mean, interesting one. Let's go to the final story card. Alright, so here is the final story card, and it says, outstanding work, you all did it and we were able to successfully solve it. The culprit was found. Why were you all locked away after you solved the final code and systems ran to normal? Okay, so there's a last message from the kidnapper who's, oh, that's Angela. Okay, so I think I just thought it's Angel. It's actually Angela. This was the first name and then this is a second name. Okay, so it says it's Angela is a cybersecurity engineer. She was fired and blacklisted. Okay, and she wanted to prove a point. Okay, so basically that's what the conclusion is all about. So great. Let me come back on the screen. Alright, so I'm back, and I know this is pretty messy because I have put all the clues here together just to have a last look at it, you know, like just relook and a recap of the experience. Also, all the solutions, some of them are correct, some of them are incorrect, but I think that's fine, right? But I had a great time, and I'm sure I'm going to purchase more games from this designer because I had a good time. And of course, I mean, the video could be shorter because I'm going to edit the part where I was thinking too much. But overall, I think each and every puzzle was lovely. It was very well designed, and even the clues, you know, sorting them together and getting them in one bunch to identify which go together, I think that's a very nice start. So I hope you like this and you enjoy watching such kind of videos. Then subscribe to my channel and stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching.